Hello and welcome to another edition of Jamaica Magazine. I'm Adrian Atkinson, and it is indeed a pleasure to have you with us. As we observe World Drowning Prevention Day, we are reminded of the importance of awareness, preparedness, and taking simple steps to keep ourselves and our loved ones safe. Whether you're relaxing at home or on the go, stay with us. We've lined up an informative and engaging program just for you.
Looks fun, right? Just take a second to think before you jump. It might look safe, but hidden rocks and shallow waters are real dangers. One bad jump can change everything. You can't always see what's under the surface. That's why it's never a good idea to dive into unknown waters. Always go in feet first and stay safe. I promise the thrill isn't worth the risk.
Thank you so much for staying with us right here on Jamaica Magazine. From a simple idea to a thriving enterprise, innovation and determination can transform local resources into opportunities. Up next, we visit Kamgar Farm to explore its journey into agro-processing.
Kamgar, the C is for Clark, A is for Anthony, which is my initial, M Melita, which is my daughter, and GAR is Garfield.
Most of us know Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee by the cup. Garfield Clark saw something more, not just coffee, but possibility.
So what we do is use Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee, transform it into value-added products like our coffee sweet and spicy gourmet jelly, coffee gourmet syrup, coffee jackal scan, coffee breadfruit punch, coffee rum cream, stuff like those. Something innovative, because that's the way the world going now. They're looking for innovative products.
Every successful product has a first attempt, and sometimes a second, and a third. Garfield knows that journey well.
I always refer to it as a very long pregnancy because I got pregnant with the idea in 2018, but never put it in action until about the end of 2019. And I went to Jakarta and they were saying that I can build a brand without having a farm. And I said, well, that sounds like a very good idea. But there was a lot of disaster down the road waiting for me because 2020, that's when COVID came in.
Starting a business is one thing, getting the recipe right, that's another.
So what I came up with first was a coffee. Sweet and spicy gourmet jelly. Tried it in my kitchen several times, didn't work out. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. And I would every now and then give it to friends and family, ask them how it tastes, and I said, no man, this wicked man.
Eventually, June 2023 rolled around and it was time to let the public decide.
That's the first time I actually get the product out to the public. And since then, you know, I've been getting a lot of calls, going on a couple shows, and then from there, so then I got nominated for Observer Food Award 2024. I got right up in the Observer that same year, 2024, about 3 times.
Recognition was encouraging, but Garfield's vision reaches far beyond awards.
So I'm really proud to be a part of this whole agro-processing thing. And Jamaica is known for its Blue Mountain coffee. So I want to also position Jamaica where it can be known as a country for agro-processing products, you know, like Kamgar.
Building a business takes determination, but no entrepreneur succeeds alone.
So I can tell you that I'm a part of the government family, which is SRC, JBDC, JAMPRO, Ministry of Agriculture. They help me out a lot as well. And MIC, Ministry of Industry, Investment and Commerce. So where visibility is concerned, they know about me because I try to seek help from them where that is concerned. And that's the best way to go.
With a growing brand comes even a bigger dream.
I want to take innovative agro-processing products to the four corners of the world if it's possible. I know it's a journey, it's a process. But that's my vision, to take it to them. You understand? Just like how the reggae music, the Bob Marley, the track and field, the Usain Bolt, I want to make Kamgar, where agro-processing is concerned, take it to the world. That's what I want. That's my dream.
And if you think that's the end of the story, Garfield says there's more to come.
There's some very, very unique and some very unique, innovative products are coming ahead. Products that is not on the market.
And for any aspiring or budding entrepreneur, Garfield's suggestion is to seek counsel.
You need to act upon all those good advice that you get from irrespective of the government agents and so forth. I'm very happy. Why? Because I did not operate under the radar. I got my thing registered and decided to work. The relevant companies, the government companies, our institution, and seek help.
Sometimes a legacy begins with a single idea. For Kamgar Farm, that idea continues to grow one innovative product at a time.
When preparing for the hurricane season, remember that power outages, flooding, and limited access to grocery stores can make it difficult to get food after a storm. Plan to have at least 3 to 7 days worth of food for each person in your household, including babies, children, and anyone with special dietary needs. Stock up on protein-rich foods such as canned sardines, tuna, mackerel, corned beef, and beans. Include high-energy foods like whole grain crackers, granola, instant oatmeal, and dry cereal. Fresh fruits that keep well, such as apples and oranges, are good options. You can also add canned fruits and vegetables to your emergency supplies. Don't forget snacks like raisins, dried apricots, and banana chips, which provide lasting energy. And remember to stay hydrated. Store plenty of water, along with shelf-stable milk and electrolyte drinks or powders. Keep all emergency food supplies in a clean, dry area, free from insects and rodents, and keep your hurricane foods together in a labeled bin so you can grab them quickly. Finally, check expiration dates regularly and rotate supplies in your everyday meals so nothing goes to waste. Because the real fear comes from not preparing. Stay safe this hurricane season.
The Atlantic hurricane season is now well underway. We know the damage these systems can cause, but have you ever wondered how hurricanes actually develop and why they become so powerful? Let's examine that.
The hurricane season in Jamaica begins on June 1st and culminates at the end of November. It means that a powerful storm can occur during this period, so strong that it can cause extensive damage due to high winds, heavy rainfall, and storm surges. That is exactly what a hurricane is capable of. But what exactly is a hurricane? Understanding this can help one prepare for and respond to these powerful storms effectively.
A hurricane is the most extreme stage of a rotating storm that occurs in our region. When I speak about our region, we're talking about the North Atlantic Ocean, the Gulf of Mexico, the Caribbean Sea. And within these areas, sometimes you have clusters of showers and thunderstorms that develop based on many features. And in those areas, all of them being low pressure areas, they cause clouds to rise. And cloud developing and rising leads to more intense thunderstorm activity usually. And when we have that cluster of thunderstorms, it could be the beginning of what could become a hurricane. So for example, you have a cluster of clouds basically that may have showers and usually have some thunderstorm activity in there. But when you have many of them developing or they get so intense, we might refer to an area of disturbed weather that's over the region, and that would continue to move. But with the rotation of the earth and the forces that act on the surface of the earth, it becomes a somewhat rotating system. So these clouds begin rotating around each other. And so you see the movement basically in that general direction because it's anti-clockwise. Now generally as this thing develops, it gets much more intense with lots more clouds around it developing, but then you could also experience a center being clearly defined that doesn't actually have the clouds, but in that center, everything moves around the center, and in the center is really a calm area. So we talk about the center of the tropical cyclone or the eye of the hurricane, and that would actually be in the middle, sometimes very clearly defined, sometimes it's covered by some clouds in the upper atmosphere, but really when you get to the surface, it is clear. So that's what happens in the center where you have the eye. And then outside of that, these clusters of clouds with the rotation going around anti-clockwise, you also see some bands of clouds that are coming in to the center. So these are clouds coming in, but they generally form in this general pattern where they come in toward the western side of the center, and then they also extend like that from the southern and eastern side. So we end up with a pattern that looks like this.
So this is the symbol that meteorologists look for on satellite imagery. And once that happens, they say that the hurricane is well defined. Hurricanes are classified into categories based on wind speed, using the Saffir-Simpson Hurricane Wind Scale. At its lowest stage, a Category 1 hurricane has sustained wind speeds of at least 74 miles or 119 kilometers per hour. Category 2 sustained wind speeds between 96 and 110 miles per hour. While some devastation may happen in a Category 1 or 2 hurricane, at Category 3 and beyond, wind speed is greater, and so too is the calamity that can occur.
In this case now, you expect some greater devastating effects. So it's more not just extensive damage, but you expect some devastating impact from the system. You have more trees now being toppled. This is when we refer to it as a major hurricane. Major hurricanes are categories 3, 4, or 5.
Of course, during major hurricanes, large trees may be uprooted, more roofs may get lifted, and power lines are likely to go down, possibly for weeks. It is important to note that wind speed is not the only thing to characterize a hurricane. Heavy rainfall too is expected.
You expect more torrential rainfall usually, especially as you move closer and closer to the center of the system. And you also will experience some storm surge flooding, which occurs really along coastal areas where the wind actually moves the waves of the sea onto the land, and that causes destruction as well. The greatest preparation that we can make for hurricanes is really mental. We have to prepare our minds to recognize that we are in a vulnerable place. Where Jamaica is located is always vulnerable, and so hurricanes can occur at any time during the hurricane season.
There are, of course, physical things that must be put in place to minimize how much you are inconvenienced if a hurricane does occur. These include getting non-perishable food, storing water in case resources become inadequate, and seeing about the exterior of your home, reinforcing windows and walls, and checking for anything that can serve as missiles during heavy winds from the hurricane. You want to do all that you can to achieve a reasonable amount of comfort during and after a hurricane. And of course, if you live in an area where your home construction is insecure, you need to identify and make arrangements with emergency shelters near your home. And continue to monitor local news and weather reports for updates.
One of the things that people tend to rely on is that old rhyme that people talk about, June too soon, October all over. Those two come immediately to mind because they are really myths. So the myth about June being too soon is one of them that we really try to pull people away from, because June is never too soon to prepare for the hurricane season. In fact, the Hurricane Beryl actually began developing in June and moved very close to Jamaica in June. It was on the 1st of July that it started moving into the Caribbean and then impacted us on the 3rd. So June is not too soon for our preparations.
Also, the hurricane season goes until the end of November, and there have been cases where we've had tropical cyclones beyond this period. So it's imperative that we maintain our alertness. Another myth pertains to Hurricane Gilbert, which struck the island in September of 1988. Many Jamaicans are of the view that the hurricane struck Jamaica twice, with many insinuating that it circled the island immediately after it passed. This is so commonly believed that there's even a popular song commemorating the event that echoes those sentiments.
Say, for instance, Jamaica is here, and the eye is moving in this general direction, like Gilbert moved from the east to the west. Initially, the winds, because they are moving in this general direction, anti-clockwise, the winds will be coming from the north because they are rotating around the center. But when the center gets to the other side, meaning that the center has already passed and moved to the west, then the winds now, continuing to move anti-clockwise, are coming from the south. So initially they were coming from the north, but then after the eye passes, the winds now come from the south.
So no, Hurricane Gilbert did not hit Jamaica twice, and thankfully so, because we can all agree that a hurricane passing once is enough. No matter the category, hurricanes can have catastrophic effects. It helps when we are prepared.
It's okay to tell. If you know or suspect that a child is being abused, report it. Breaking the silence is the first step to protection and getting help.
If someone hurts you, say no like you mean it. Go to a safe space. Tell a trusted adult you are not alone.
Report child abuse. Call 211. The Child Protection and Family Services Agency, CPFSA, is available 24/7. You can report child abuse anytime, anywhere.
Speak up. Speak out. Get help.
It's okay to tell.
A second chance can open the door to new possibilities. Let's explore the process for persons with an expunged record who wish to become justices of the peace.
Imagine you've to turn your life around after a mistake that led to a criminal record. The slate has been wiped clean through the process of expungement. But now, you are faced with a new challenge, a desire to serve your community as a Justice of the Peace JP. However, one question lingers in the back of your mind. Will my past, though officially legally erased, still haunt my future? Let's find out. But first, who is a Justice of the Peace and what is meant by the term expungement? A Justice of the Peace, commonly referred to as a JP, is a person of unquestionable integrity who seeks to promote and protect the rights of individuals. JPs are essential figures in the community, serving in various capacities that include witnessing documents, serving as lay magistrates, and playing crucial roles in the legal and judicial system. Now let's talk about expungement. This term refers to the process of having a conviction removed from one's criminal or police record after a specific period has elapsed and certain requirements have been met. It's a legal way to ensure that past mistakes don't define your future. If you're looking to become a JP, here's the first step in the application process.
You may apply by first going on the Ministry of Justice's website at moj.gov.jm, and you can download the application to become a Justice of the Peace. If you do not have access to the internet, then you may visit the custos in your parish and access a form. We also have the application forms at our justice centers, or you may come to the Ministry of Justice at 61 Constant Spring Road to get an application form.
Once you have the application form, you'll need to gather the necessary documents.
So you have to be able to establish your age, your date of birth. And so you need your birth certificate. If it is that you have a name change, you may need to provide, for example, if you have gotten married, a marriage certificate, or if you have done a depol. And so you may have to take the necessary steps just to make sure that the official name that you carry is validated through these instruments. So you should have a copy of those to be provided to the ministry through your custos.
You will also have to obtain 2 letters of recommendation. You may get the letters of recommendation from a Justice of the Peace or a police officer at the rank of superintendent upwards. A pastor of a church may also provide the recommendation. One crucial aspect of the application process is the declaration of any past criminal convictions.
But what the government of Jamaica has done through the Criminal Records Rehabilitation of Offenders Act under Section 25, what it speaks to on the legal status, and I prefer to read the exact language of it. It says, a rehabilitated person shall, in relation to any expunged conviction for all purposes in law, be deemed to be a person who has never been charged with, prosecuted for, convicted of, or sentenced for the offense to which that conviction relates. Once the record is expunged, there is no need for you to make that indication on the form.
So simply put, having an expunged record does not stop you from becoming a Justice of the Peace, but it's important to take the necessary steps to ensure you have a clean record.
And so even though the steps would have been taken, approval given, and the records are expunged, if they do not take the additional steps to pay to the criminal records to have a clean record, the possibility of traces and evidence of them having been convicted could have implication.
Assuming you've taken the proper steps and have a clean record, now with the JP application form completed and submitted to the relevant custos, what's next?
Now, once the custos is in receipt of the application form, that custos has an obligation to ensure a discreet inquiry utilizing a police officer from the rank of inspector upwards. And once the custos would have conducted a discreet inquiry on the applicant, then the custos, having been satisfied that that applicant has a potential to continue to serve in his community, is a person of integrity based on the content of his application form, then the custos will submit that application to what we call the Justice of the Peace Advisory Committee, to which a custos is a chair, and that comprises 3 other persons: a judge, a police officer, and a person nominated by the Minister of Justice. That committee will assess the application and make a recommendation to the Minister of Justice to say that this applicant is suitable to be considered for the office of Justice of the Peace. The Minister will then make a recommendation to the Governor General for that person's appointment.
But before the Minister makes a recommendation to the Governor General,
the applicants are required to complete a training program at the Justice Training Institute. It is 18 hours contact to introduce them to the Office of Justice of the Peace and the requisite legislations that they will have to be mindful of that empowers them to carry out their functions.
Becoming a Justice of the Peace is a process that requires dedication, integrity, and a commitment to serving the community. Even with an expunged record, the opportunity to serve in this esteemed role is still within reach. Your past does not have to dictate your future.
Built out a host of drones, a fleet of drones that we use to manage our land resource. And they include small drones like the DJI Mavic 2 that I have, and also the larger drones like the DJI Matrix 350.
The National Land Agency, NLA, utilizes drones to effectively manage land resources through inspections. For smaller properties, the NLA employs smaller drones. In contrast, for larger properties, the agency opts for larger drones that can cover more ground and conduct longer flights to map extensive areas. The NLA integrates drone technology across several departments. It uses drones for land valuation, inspections, and deratings. Additionally, the drones assist in property mapping, cadastral surveys, and topographic surveys. The agency's estate management division also benefits from this technology, as it aids in managing various properties and land leases.
We've also incorporated the technology in hydrographic surveys. So we're mapping many of our piers, many of our nearshore harbors, and we're using the drone technology to assist the hydrographers as well in their work. Additionally, we have implemented a drone pilot training course where individuals can come and they can be trained as drone pilots. That's a tremendous course. It actually has taken off very well. It's a 3-week course and it's a premium course. So we do advise that persons can come and become a part of that course, and when they leave, they'll be certified drone pilots. Our HR department, they have a form that can be filled. So once someone has an interest, they can give us a call, and we can actually give them the information as to how to sign up for that course. Currently, the cost of this course is 150,000 Jamaican dollars. We have kept that cost for the last 3 years. And this is a premium course. It's worth much more than that. When an individual comes into this course, they will learn the theory behind drone technology. They will learn how to do drone maneuvers so that they can be safe while flying. They will learn all the rudiments of the drone and how it works. They'll also learn the legal requirements. So they'll learn how to apply for a permit to fly. They'll learn how to operate within the airspace, which most persons who are flying drones do not understand that there are laws, regulations, do's and don'ts. So it's a very packed course, and the persons will leave as robust pilots.
We're at the end of today's edition of Jamaica Magazine. You can stay connected with us online at jis.gov.jm and on our social media platforms. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Thank you so much for watching and have yourselves a great weekend.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.